Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Now before I start the video, I just want to make something perfectly clear. This is not a personal attack on BRIE LARSON at all. I welcome her onto YouTube, but yes, there are things which I have a massive issue with in the manner in which it's being done. And to me, it's a symptomatic issue of what YouTube is trying to become. And the fact that, to me, YouTube is losing its identity. After all, it's called YouTube. It's not called Celebrity Tube. It's not called Corporate Tube. We have all those kind of like gags, memes, whatever you want to say. But before I go into the reason why, I need to give you some context. And I just want to give you sort of like a brief overview of my YouTube journey. I know it feels self-indulgent, but I just want to, as a regular person, I just want you to know sort of where it came from. Now, when I started YouTube back in April 2012, it was planned. There was planning that was involved in it. It wasn't I woke up one day and said, hey, I want to become a YouTuber. I'm going to jump on right now, which some people may do. I was working a job. I was getting paid decent money. But I was doing a job that I didn't like. And I had been doing jobs I hadn't liked all my life. And I was at the age where I realized that if I kept going a few more years, this would be my fate forever. I would forever be working for the person doing my particular skill set, sales, marketing, etc. And it's not a life that I wanted to live for myself. When I looked at YouTube, I looked at YouTubers who I found engaging. Total Biscuit was a huge influence in regards to somebody who wasn't afraid to just be blunt and honest, which was refreshing, very refreshing indeed. But I realized that if I was to take a leap into a YouTube career, per se, then I needed to have some backup. I needed to have some planning. So first and foremost, I never joined YouTube with the assumption that I was going to become the next greatest, biggest star. No, I was too old. I was too bald. I was too fat. I was too ugly. That was not the assumption that I ever had. What I saw YouTube as was an opportunity to just do a different type of job. An opportunity to hopefully do something that you actually really enjoyed for a living, but you had the chance to be paid for it if the ad revenue was good enough. But you would have to build up your channel. Now, first and foremost, I did completely overestimate how my videos were going to be viewed, in as much as I thought you just put up a video on YouTube and thousands immediately flocked to it. And then you got your audience based off that. And so when I actually created the channel, I had quit my job. I had savings in the bank because I thought I needed this nest egg, because there would be a period of time where I would not be earning income. I wouldn't be receiving ad revenue. There wasn't going to be any sponsorship or anything like that. So I had my life savings in the bank. I'd made my first World of Warcraft video, which was a terribly pathetic flyover of half of the Jade Forest during the beta process for Mists of Pandaria. And it was approximately 3.5 minutes long or so. And then I finished that video, and I continued to plot around my house for the rest of the day, And I went to bed, and I woke up the next morning, and I thought to myself, I wonder how my video's done. I was excited to see how it'd done. And I was thinking it's probably going to have about 30,000 views. Yes, I had massively overcompensated. So I go log on, and I look at my video, and in 24 hours, it's got approximately 34 to 36 views. And I'm like, oh, this YouTube malarkey is going to be a little bit tougher than I imagined. Thank God I put a nest egg behind me. And I did videos for about a month or so, and I got very disillusioned quickly, which is probably the way that it should be for people that were unprepared. Even though I had my nest egg, I wasn't prepared for the amount of work and plugging away that it would take. And obviously you've got to have the passion to back that up if you wanted to make anything of yourself. And so after about 4 or 6 weeks, I didn't do a video for a whole week. And I was ready to quit, and I was thinking, oh, God damn it, should I call up my company? Because we'd left on good terms, and say to them, hey, is there a job going back there again? Is my job still there? But I decided to give it another shot and plow through, because I realized if I did that, I would be resigning my life to exactly what I wanted to get out of that life for. So I pushed away, I plugged away and I plugged away, and I didn't make any money for the first year, and I burnt through all of my life savings. I had to move out of the nice apartment that I used to rent, and I took an attic room in my mate's house for nothing to start with, because I didn't have anything. I was barely making a bean on YouTube. But he said, don't worry, you can pay us back at another time. Just get yourself sorted here and just work. Gave me the opportunity to just work. So I just started doing my videos, and slowly but surely my viewers crept up, and just a little bit, to the point where I was just making enough money now that I could stream at this new place, because I couldn't stream at my last place due to the broadband, but I could stream here, and I was just making enough funds to pay rent and put food on my table. So I came up with a philosophy of, as long as I can pay my bills, as long as I can put food on the table, I will continue to do this. And that's what I always said. And it took probably 6 years, 5-6 years, till I got into a position where I started to have a little bit of more disposable income. And it was a huge slog, but I persevered, and I persevered because I was really passionate about doing this. I really enjoyed what I was doing. I was really happy with YouTube that they'd given me the opportunity to have a job of sorts online where I could earn an income. And what was more important was I was waking up in the morning feeling happy. I wasn't waking up with a sense of dread. I wasn't going to bed on a Sunday night like, oh God, tomorrow's Monday morning, got to be at work at 8:30, and all that sort of stuff. That had gone, all gone away. I was waking up and I was happy. Ooh, what video am I going to make today? Ooh, what new details about the game is going to be released? What new content is going to be put on the PTR? Whatever it was, there was an excitement. And that excitement to me was almost priceless, because I'd never felt that before in my life. And I was so grateful for YouTube for that. And I still am to this day. I love YouTube. And I love what it's allowed me to do in my life. Recently, things have got even better. And I've been able to get a few trinkets and stuff, which I'd never even dreamed I'd be able to do before. And it's because I just persevered and plugged away. It was a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. And 8 years later, I'm still a small channel. In the grand scale of YouTube, I'm still a very small channel. 240 odd thousand subscribers might seem big to some people, but it's nothing in the grand scale of things. It really isn't. But it's enough to make me happy, and it's enough to make me enjoy what I do. And hopefully it's reflected in the type of content that I make. Which now brings us, I know that was a bit of a waffle, I'm sorry, but now brings us on to the Larson stuff. So, BRIE Larson arrives on YouTube, and as I said, I've got no problem with BRIE Larson arriving on YouTube at all. I'm not going to lie, I don't particularly have any feelings towards the person. From what we've seen in interviews and the way that she conducts herself, Not my type of person. Let's just put it that way. But the manner in which she has arrived on YouTube is just everything which YouTube shouldn't stand for. YouTube is about the average everyday person coming on and discussing whatever it is they want to discuss. Their love of cats, their love of Star Wars, their knowledge of science and how it affects everyday life, their interest in music and creating it, all these different assets and facets. People can come on and share it and find an audience. But right here, BRIE has an opportunity to come onto YouTube to show people what she's really like. Hi, I'm BRIE Larson. This is who I really am. Show us her life, how she actually does exist, her passions, her loves. You know, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm really into knitting. I just love my knitting. You know, I get all these patterns, I do this, I make these cushions, I make these, whatever it is that she's truly into, what truly drives her, what makes her happy, her pastimes, all that sort of stuff. Little insights into an everyday life out of filming movies, all that sort of stuff. But instead, we're greeted immediately with the first 7 seconds, which says everything this channel's going to be.
Hi, I'm BRIE Larson. Oh, God. Hi, I'm BRIE Larson.
And the first 7 seconds say everything. They say it's going to be fake. It's going to be manufactured. It's going to be phony. She's not going to be herself. She's going to be the marketed version of who they want BRIE Larson to appear as. And when you do that, you can't connect with the person. You can't connect with them at all. They come across already in interviews, etc., as a very, well, just unlikable person. And it's chances like this on YouTube that allow you and afford you the ability to cast all those aside. Yeah, I have to do a lot of interviews. Yeah, I get ratty. Yeah, I get tired. You get into a system. Yeah, I get defensive. Yeah, there was a lot of criticism and it made me be that way. And I just wanted to show you who I truly am. There was a great avenue and opportunity for her to do so. And then 42 seconds in, we get this.
Personally, but there will also be deep conversations, anti-racist rhetoric, inclusive content. So,
buzzwords. There will be deep conversation. I can't imagine her having a deep conversation. There will be anti-racist rhetoric. Who does pro-racist rhetoric? There will be inclusive content. Content on YouTube is very specific. So say I'm doing inclusive content. What does that mean? I do content that I think black and brown people and people of different colours are going to enjoy. You can do that by talking about Star Wars. You can do that with talking about World of Warcraft like I used to do. Because that attracts people from all walks of life. This buzzword assumption gives the sort of, what's the word I'm looking for here? It gives the impression that YouTube doesn't do this now. This is the fundamentals and what YouTube was built on. You're not doing anything special here. You can use your buzzwords and you can tick your boxes and think, oh, aren't I being so wonderful and inclusive? But every time anyone makes a video on YouTube, it's inclusive content. From an amazing Japanese girl playing the piano, which I'm currently into. I can't get enough of this stuff at the moment. To watching Gary from Nerdrotic talk about Doctor Who, something he's very impassioned about. Everything is inclusive content. And it to me, this kind of spits on all YouTubers and diminishes all YouTubers as if to say, well, you know, there's content which is exclusive Nobody tries to make exclusive content. You can make specific content, as I said, but you're not trying to exclude people. That's just your remit. That's your wheelhouse. That's what you're impassioned about. That's what you can talk about. That's where your knowledge base is. And then let's just jump to a minute in and we get this.
Hello?
Hi!
Oh, hi! Wait, I'm trying to figure out how to record this.
More phoniness, more fakeness. Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to record this while I actually have a 2-camera shot on me at the moment. Probably with people behind the camera, lighting, already have set this up for me. This whole interview was set up. And she goes through what your boys that would say would be a purse puppy of people.
Hi! Someone should have warned me about this so that I would be...
Somebody should have warned me about this. You were warned. You were warned. That's why you're there, ready, at your camera, at your PC, or at your laptop. That's why your house is nice and tidy behind you. Because you were warned. Because this is all set up. Because it's all fake and phony. Now, I want to jump onto a channel for another celebrity briefly. The Rock. Who doesn't love The Rock? I don't know anyone that doesn't love the guy. Why? Because he comes across as such a charmer. Very charming person. Comes across as humble and a hard worker. There's one thing that you can associate with The Rock, and that's bloody hard work. Now, The Rock, his channel, if you go through the videos, is essentially just a marketing platform. It's just a platform for him to market his television shows that he's involved with, his movies that he's involved with. Once in a while, you'll get a little bit of The Rock, a bit of a Q&A here or there. But that's fine. That's fine. You understand the nature of this channel. It's there to market. It's there to promote. When you come out with this sort of thing, that there'll be deep conversation, there'll be anti-racist rhetoric, you come across as pompous, you come across as arrogant, you come across as if you think you're better than everybody. And this is your first video which was manufactured for you, promoted by YouTube, promoted by the media, promoted by everyone. You didn't have to do a thing. You were granted unbelievable quantities of privilege to put that out. And this, of course, went on to trending immediately on the very first video. Immediately up to trending. So, BRIE had everything given to her. She was probably either approached, or BRIE's people and YouTube's people discussed her coming onto the platform. And then they worked out a bunch of, let's just say, desirable YouTubers that she can say hello to and wave and show off and, you know, oh, isn't everything wonderful? Isn't everything great? Isn't it spectacular? Look, it's Hot Wings guy. I just did a Hot Wings episode. All that kind of stuff. It's my mum. Look, I'm relatable. It's Justine. She was popular, I don't know, quite a long time ago. And everything was set up by her people and YouTube to push it. This isn't YouTube. This is privilege tube. If BRIE really wanted to come onto YouTube, if BRIE really wanted to show herself, that's what you need to do. Show you, warts and all, who you truly are. And yes, some people aren't going to like you. Aren't going to like you at all. But you could actually win over an audience. And you could actually win over people that said, hey, do you know what? I had this impression of her because of the interviews that she did, because of the videos that I saw her in. But when she's being her, and when you can see why, and when you can relate to her, do you know what? She's not all that bad. But this is just going to be manufactured, marketed, drivel to an echo chamber. If there's one piece of content which isn't inclusive, I guarantee you it'll be this type of content. Like-minded people saying like-minded stuff to each other all day long. So, there we go. I know it's very different from what I normally do, but I just had to say this, and I'm glad that I did. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below, and I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.